Reports say Sri Lanka's ousted President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is being investigated over a hidden cash stockpile that was uncovered when the protesters stormed the former president's residence last year. Rajapaksa had presided over an unprecedented economic crisis that saw the island nation's 22 million people suffer through months of food, fuel and pharmaceutical shortages. The former Sri Lankan president had fled the country last year in July, but now has returned to Sri Lanka and is living under armed guard. According to reports on the latest investigations, the Sri Lankan police recorded a 3-hour-long statement from the president on the cash found in his house. According to the police officials, the interrogation, it was part of the ongoing investigation. Rajapaksa, who won a landslide election victory in 2019, is part of a powerful political clan that has dominated Sri Lankan politics for decades. His popularity nosedived last year after an unprecedented economic crisis in Sri Lanka. For more on this, we're now being joined by our correspondent Dasuni Athoda from Colombo. Thank you so much for joining us, Dasuni. What is the latest on this?
Yes, Ham, like you mentioned, the core part of this story is that the money that was found at the president's official residence back in July is, to this date, even as of right now, is sort of with no owner, whereas no one has really come forward to claim this money, which is why the fourth magistrate, Lanka Jayaratna, here yesterday said that it is imperative for the Sri Lankan authorities to carry out a proper investigation to actually see where this money came from, or rather who this money belongs to. Now, also there will be an investigation to see whether this money was used for any illicit or illegal purposes, which might fall under Sri Lanka's Money Laundering Act as well.
Right, absolutely, Dasuni. From what we know, the Sri Lankan police apparently recorded a 3-hour-long statement from the former president. What can we expect going forward? What has come out of this interrogation so far?
Well, it seems to be that this investigation pretty much is still in its initial stages, which is why they are recording statements from the former president. But it will be interesting in the coming few months or weeks, provided how fast-paced this investigation goes, to see what they find as to how they found such a huge amount of money in one of the wardrobes at the presidential house. And we did see footage that did go viral over those few months of protesters that stormed in to the president's house, who found this large amount of cash, counted it and returned it to the police, which is sort of signaling that this money was money had nothing to do with the protesters or the ordinary citizen. So which is why it is very important for the investigation to find out how this money got there and who it really belongs to.
All right. Well, Dasuni, thank you so much for bringing us all the latest on this.
WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.